Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Something has happened that has caused a lot of confusion and, for some people, concern within the XRP community. Here's the headline from Cryptopolitan. Ripple surprises with unforeseen 400 million XRP release. So, as no doubt all of you know, Ripple escrows a lot of XRP and then releases on schedule at the beginning of each month 1 billion XRP. And then they typically lock up pretty much all of it. Some of it does end up getting used, for Ripple payments, formerly known as ODL. XRP is a bridge currency, and so that's like clockwork. That's been the case for over half a decade, right? I mean, they first escrowed XRP in like December of 2017. So there's news circulating that mostly is not accurate, reporting that 400 million XRP was released just the other day. Well, wait a minute, how does that happen? So Ripple's just dumping on the market 400 million XRP, and how did they do it yesterday instead of at the regularly scheduled interval on the first of every single month? And so I can understand why the confusion has occurred, which is why I'm making this video, just to quickly straighten this out. And there's a perfectly simple reason why this happened. But before going any further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so the piece reads as follows. Ripple, the esteemed San Francisco-based blockchain company renowned for its innovations in the digital asset space, recently made waves within the XRP community with an unprecedented move. In a surprising twist, XRP opted for an unscheduled release of a staggering 400 million XRP tokens, equivalent to an estimated $217 million in value. Okay, so I gotta pause right there. There was no unscheduled escrow release. The escrowed XRP is stuck in escrow until the time that it was programmed to be released, period. So this literally, we know, cannot be the case. It's not that they just were like, well, it's an escrow, let's take it out early, maybe start dumping on the market. No, like, I'm telling you right now, that is absolutely not what happened. I'll explain, just let me go in order, though. Anyway, piece continues. This departure from Ripple's meticulously crafted monthly escrow schedule has stirred significant curiosity and concern among stakeholders within the XRP ecosystem. The transaction, initially brought to light by Whale Alert, a prominent tracker of large cryptocurrency transactions, immediately captured the attention of the XRP community. What particularly piqued my interest was the unexpected timing of the release and the cryptic memo attached to the transaction. This memo, laden with intriguing phrases such as February escrow was not executed, ? And referencing notable names within the community like Hodor and John Deaton, has ignited a flurry of speculation and debate among XRP enthusiasts. And so, folks, I'm going to circle back to that. The fact that's confusing people is because there's a lack of knowledge about how this process works. Which, again, just give me a second, I'll get to it. As the XRP community grapples with the implications of this unanticipated move by Ripple, questions abound regarding the motives behind the deviation from the established escrow schedule. Ripple's absence of clear explanations has only deepened the intrigue, leaving many eager for further insights and clarity. Yeah, and so I can answer almost everything, but in fact, there's only one thing I can't answer, and that's just because I'm not an employee at Ripple who would be in the know. But anyway, again, I'll circle back to that as well. As part of its established operational procedure, Ripple typically releases a significant portion of its XRP tokens from its escrow account at the onset of each month. This regular and anticipated schedule will uphold transparency and foster stability within the XRP market. However, a recent departure from this customary pattern has triggered a flurry of conjecture and discussion within the XRP community. Across various social media platforms such as X, responses to Ripple's unexpected action have encompassed a broad spectrum of reactions. Individuals have engaged in speculation regarding the motives behind Ripple's deviation from its usual protocol and expressed concerns about its potential ramifications on the price of XRP. And so I think that part's particularly silly. The idea that out of nowhere, Ripple's been around over a decade, but this is the moment right now. They decided yesterday they're going to somehow magically unlock a bunch of XRP that was actually in escrow, and then just start dumping it all over the market. Like, it's silly. It's silly that anybody would think that that's something that could remotely be possible here. But indeed, Whale Alert, you can see they reported here, 400 million XRP unlocked from escrow at Ripple. But again, this just comes as a result of people not understanding how the escrow actually works. Here you can see the transaction is being reported on bithump.com. And it's an XRP Explorer. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it and have used it. I've been using this since I first joined the XRP community. It's very useful. And here you can see the actual transaction, escrow amount 400 million. And you can see the date. Look at that, February 25th, 2024. So it is true then, right? Well, no, not so fast. It was scheduled actually for the first of the month. And see, the way that this actually works, because this is the way that the XRP ledger is programmed, when we reach a point in time, like, so there's escrow to XRP, so it's stuck there. And you program an endpoint for the escrow. You can program whatever that date is. You could program it 1,000 years into the future, and then it's locked for 1,000 years literally. Now, instead, we have this rolling escrow release each month with Ripple, so they programmed it, the most recent one, for February 1st. It was programmed for that. Now, once that date hits, Ripple, or actually, as it turns out, anyone on the entire damn planet, can go in and take part in the final action to conclude that, which is actually finalize that transaction. So, and as a result of that, like a random person, like I could do it, you could do it. Sometimes XRP community members do it, and that's what you're seeing on the screen here. It was done yesterday, so it could have been done on February 1st, and usually these things are done the day that the first moment that's possible, like at least that day. Almost, this is the first instance I'm aware of where it was not done. I don't know if it was oversight. I don't know if there's a reason for it, but nobody did it. And an XRP community member happened to notice that this final action wasn't done, and then did it. So that's actually it. And so again, you can see here, you can look at this. For those of you looking at the screen, execute after February 1st, 2024. So like I told you, it was programmed to be available to be completed exactly then. When did it actually happen? Here, at this time that I highlighted, right? Weeks later. That is literally it. And so if you're the person that takes this final action to conclude this, you, as you can do with any transaction, you can include a memo. And you can make silly jokes in the memo line. And that is exactly what happened right here. And so the memo reads as follows, and this is by XRP community member Off Escrower of DAI. Memo reads as follows. February escrow was not executed, question mark? TRWBT, I don't know what that stands for. Welcome back, Hodor, John Deaton. And so again, this XRP community member was surprised that this action wasn't taken and then decided to do it himself. Because anybody can do it, and then he got to leave a funny message. And now I'm talking about it in a YouTube video, and crypto media has endlessly covered it, and covered it very poorly, actually, because none of them understand these very basic things about the XRP ledger and how this function actually works. So the only thing I can't answer is why Ripple didn't complete this weeks ago. And sometimes, like, people are fighting to be the one to do it. Like, that has happened, so they've gotten to it before Ripple could have reasonably gotten to it that day. And so then you get funny lines. Like, for instance, Moon Lambo, I've been cited in at least a few of these, in these memo lines. It's just forever on the XRP ledger. And I think it's funny. I like it. It's funny. So in this case, nobody in the XRP community member bothered to look at this until the other day and was like, huh. And Ripple happened to not do it. So my for fun guess, pure speculation, is that it's just an accidental oversight. So, I mean, it would have obviously gotten addressed at some point anyway. But it's just a formality. Like, it was programmed the way it was programmed. This has nothing to do with dumping on the market. So that really is it. It is that simple. Now, if you guys want a technical explanation in terms of like how this actually works, I came across one from Vet on social media platform X. He's an XRPL DUNL validator. And I'm not going to read what's on the screen just for the sake of time. If you want to pause here and read what he wrote, feel free to do so. But I wanted to let you know, he did publish a video that's 11 minutes and 13 seconds, and I watched it. So if you're interested in more of like a technical aspect of how this all works, then I encourage you to definitely check that out. You will have to go to social media platform X, but you can see his handle. You can type it in if you want to go check it out. I just thought he did a great job, so I wanted to just give a quick shout out there. But it really is that simple. And I've come across zero crypto media outlets that accurately reported what happened. Zero. But now you know. This is not a big deal. This is nothing to be scary about. That's it. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.